Hi, my name is Joe, and this is Joe Talks Politics. I just wanted to kind of do a quick live stream and give my thoughts on the border security since President Trump is going to be coming on tonight and speaking to the country. And we all probably have our thoughts and ideas of what it's going to be and things that we're hoping for. And so I just wanted to come out and just give, my 2 cents on security to just see how I feel and, what I think should be done. Now, first off, border security is a pretty big deal. As we take security in our own lives, we lock our doors, we lock our cars because we always hope the best in our communities, but things happen. There's always evil in people's hearts. And there's just nothing that we can do to stop that. And so it's okay to be a little protective. It's okay to lock our doors. I don't want my car stolen or broken into. I don't want people break into my house that I don't know or unwelcome because you never know their intent. That's the same thing with our country. We need to have walls. We need to have our borders. And we need to have them secure. And I feel the wall is one of the greatest ideas thought of. And for several reasons. One, having a physical wall automatically gives you that deterrent because people will see it and they know there's a physical barrier. And some people will say, well, can't they just tunnel underneath? Can they use a fence and climb over? Well, if the wall is designed correctly, it can virtually make that impossible. If it's deep enough and goes down, it'll make tunneling very hard. I would recommend going all the way down to the bedrock, if possible. If not, then there's other ways. There's also the anti-fencing. They have them in prisons, barbed wire at the top, a lot of things to make things more secure. They can have that little edge where it blocks off to make ladders impossible. But here's an important thing. If we allow this wall and use it with infrastructure and provide power and other bases and stuff, locations in there, staging grounds, we can now use it as the first step. We can put sensors in the wall. We could put cameras, infrared. And so now, not only will we know if someone's trying to dig underneath through sonic waves or anything like that, we can see them with cameras. We'll know to deploy our border security to the area faster. With Internet of Things, we can have this all related through IP in real time, faster. The real big thing about the wall, there's a lot of possibilities, And for anyone who says, oh, I thought Mexico was going to pay for it, as I've seen a million times with Facebook comments and everything, you got to understand, Trump said, yes, Mexico will pay for it. And what's one thing he did? He worked a new trade deal to get rid of NAFTA. And now we have the USMCA. And therefore, it will help provide money for the wall. It will help provide and cover it. And it will take time, but we will recoup it. I mean, we lose a lot of money through the black market that comes through the wall or comes through this borders, I'm sorry. And we don't know everything. I mean, just think, we only know what we catch. So they could be transporting a lot of stolen material, stolen goods that they'll sell, which will then lower costs everywhere. With this new trade deal, and we lock it down, we're preventing any of that black market, and the tariffs will help more. Now, the other thing I see a lot, sorry, I apologize. But another thing I see a lot is that Well, what is it going to stop? We still have people coming in through the ports. We have open borders, the north. And I would say I would actually support a northern wall as well, where we can. Obviously, through the Great Lakes, we don't necessarily need it. And I think we will have harder lockdowns on the ports, since, with everything coming down, we'll be able to have less resources going in. Now, there is one thing I did want to go back. I meant to say this before, but with the funding of the wall will actually pay for itself.
What?
Think about how much money we spend on illegal immigration, and through whether it's Medicaid or Medicare, welfare, just even the resources of courts, lawyers, judges, etc. We're wasting all this money just to deal with this problem. Don't forget it, even the prison system. If they go to prison because they break a law here, now we're wasting even more money on facilitating, making sure they're fed and everything else. So if these illegal immigrants are not able to come over, we're saving money right there. And again, the wall just pays for itself. And it's almost like a no-brainer. The next thing I would like to talk about, is the whole morality of things. Oh, these people are just trying to escape from a better life. Well, first off, I don't know if people realize how much human trafficking happens through the unsecure border. Again, we only know what's coming through what we know of, what we catch. But trafficking has been done through it, and we have caught a lot of them trying to. And so, one, you're not only helping and saving people and children out of sex slavery and other types, but you can even think of the morality of, well, now if we have this open border, we're allowing them to come across, and people have died. They can die on the track. We just had 2 children that died on the path recently in the last month or so. But if we had this wall, it would deter them. And so they would stay put and not take this life dangerous journey. Plus, a lot of children are kidnapped or other things. I've seen a study where they're saying there's a huge percentage of women that are raped on the path by the coyotes and everything. The people that are helping them. Now, I can understand, they wanting to leave, and I am totally for immigration. Just do it legally. And that's my other pet peeve. I'm tired of seeing everyone conflating illegal and legal immigration and bringing them together. There's not a lot of people who are actually against immigration on the whole, as long as it's done legally, but illegally, it's just 4 times worse because they're not people that we vetted or people that we accepted or brought in. And you got to think of the morality of the people who are doing it legally and how much money and time they've wasted waiting for this whole backlog of immigration court and everything coming through. They're patiently waiting, and all these illegals coming in trying to bypass that system. Where's the morality and helpfulness for the people who are waiting, who are doing it right? Are we going to say, well, sorry, I know you did it the right way and we appreciate it, but screw you, we're going to help these illegals first because, they were smart enough to bypass our system. No, that's not how America should reward behavior. We should actually reward the people who are doing it legally and letting them through. Now, I'll admit I am for immigration reform and streamlining the process, making it easier. But this is why we need the wall, so we can fix the heavy backlog and the flow into our immigration process, so we can start getting rid of the backlog, helping these people get in, and then try to fix the system. that's fine with me. But you can't by doing it by telling the people that did it legally, okay, wait, we got to deal with this problem. That's why I say the wall is just really the first step. That is pretty much it. I just wanted to kind of say I have a lot more that I'll probably get into, but this is just really kind of like some quick thoughts. I wanted to get out before Trump came out and, you know, he says their speech because hopefully things will change. We will get it funded. And I know there's a lot of fear mongering going on. Oh, the shutdown. Will it affect our taxes? Will it affect this? Will it affect that? A lot of people don't realize that this is, you know, only 25% of the government is shut down. And two, some people don't even realize that, you know, this has been a problem. We would never had this problem if, one, we stopped doing these continued resolutions all the time and actually have Congress make a budget. We wouldn't be in this mess. Two, we wouldn't even had it shut down if the Senate, 10 Democrats would have sided over with Republicans. Heck, if the Democrats didn't filibuster, it probably would have been fine. The wall needs to be built. Hopefully Trump's going to come down and say, hey, you know what? This is a national emergency. We need it built. Because, again, kind of going back to, we only know what we catch. Who knows what's coming through? We could have terrorists. We could have other problems since the world's not safe. There's always evil people in the world. And they could be sneaking in things that we don't want in this country. Well, I'll sign off here, but I appreciate it and thank you for listening. Again, I'm Joe. Pleasure talking to y'all. Bye.